Hello. We have with us a very interesting personality and a very interesting Ghanaian footballer. He was with the U17 team in India. He was with the U20 team that won the AFCON in Mauritania. He was also with the Black Galaxies when they qualified Ghana to the upcoming champ. He's also been in camp with the Black Stars, and currently he is with the Black Meteors. Ibrahim Danlad is our guest. We will delve into the life of Danlad today. Stay tuned. Welcome back. With us is Ibrahim Danlad of Asante Kotoko, the U17 team, the U20 team, Black Galaxies, Black Meteors, Black Stars. Danlad, welcome.
Thank you, big boss. Thank you, big boss.
Danlad, tell us about your early life, where you grew up and all that.
As you know, my name is Ibrahim Danlad, and I was raised in Sunyani, that is Brunahafo region, and my parents, like my mom and dad, are also in Sunyani. So I just had a lot of life or a lot of living in Sunyani, and I played my coast team or coast league in Sunyani, and I was playing for Alakoso. So I played for under 12, under 14, and under 17, and my team also had a second division team which was called Hamburg, Sunyani Hamburg. So from the under 17 level in the Coast League, I was just promoted due to my hard work to the second division side. So from then, I joined Kumasi Asante Kotoko youth team in Kumasi. So that is 2016. I just moved from Sunyani 2016 to join Kumasi Asante Kotoko youth team, and from then I just joined the national team as well.
Wow, that's very interesting. Tell us, what kind of kid were you, aside the football, aside playing football, what kind of kid were you growing up?
Okay, I can say I was a guy who loved making people laugh, especially making funny stuffs. And I think, my parents always, they just taught me a lot of lessons about life. You need to make people happy, no matter the situation. Either you have money, either you do not have. So I just realized that making maybe funny stuff, can make people laugh or make people so happy, and maybe like huge people can even forget about their stress whenever you are making fun of things. Without football, I think I would have even be a Kumawood actor,
Interesting.
Yes, the likes of Wayne Kwakuma and Robert. Maybe for now I will be one of them. So since football just came in, I just switched. I just have a lot of focus in football.
Okay. So now we know you have another talent.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. But who spotted that talent in you? Who spotted Ibrahim Danlad to be the great goalkeeper now that we now know?
Okay, I would say my coach chairman, called Ngora Abu from Sunyani. He's late Ngora Abu, because he's just passed on, and he's a very nice person. I was a field player when I was playing for under 10, So in one of our league games, our goalkeeper did not, showed up, and I decided to go in. And from then, he just told me, that particular year, 2014, all our focus in terms of Sunyani League or Sunyani teams or Sunyani players, our aim is to play for academy, either Right to Dream or Wafa, So always they just come there and then scout or do a lot of justify. So that was our aim, to move to Accra or to join this staff of academy, so that at least our target or our aim in football can come to pass. And I quite remember my chairman called me after that particular game. He told me, "Masa, you are very good in goalkeeping." So he would advise me to switch to goalkeeping. And if I deny like this opportunity, he swear that he will never allow me. Even when Bayern Munich, Barcelona come in for me, he will never allow me to go as a field player unless I turn into goalkeeping. So I can say in terms of goalkeeping, that's my chairman. He has just helped me a lot, and may God really bless him wherever he is, and May his also soul rest in perfectly peace, you know. And secondly, I'll give credit to Coach Joba, who was the under-17 goalkeepers trainer, and also Pakwasi Fabian, because he was the head by then. Our time, they were having a regional Justify, you know, and they came to Sunyani for Justify, and then I was picked, or I was selected. So after the selection, they just moved us to Pram. And then Joba called me and he told me I'm a very talented player, you know, in terms of goalkeeping, I'm very brave. So he just told me like a lot of things. Like he just gave me a word of encouragement and everything that will just make me a great goalkeeper. So I can say Pakwasi Fabian, in terms of progression into this higher platform, it's Pakwasi Fabian and Ngorabu, and Joba, because Joba is the particular person who brought me to the Kotoko youth team. So within 1 week, he promoted me to the senior team to train with the likes of Stephen Odro, and the Sowa, Felix Anine, Isaac Amwakon, you know, Ahmed Adams. That very day, I was very happy because I just heard their names, and you know, I have not seen them off, or I have not get the opportunity to play with them. But because of Joba, you know, I can say that is the very key thing in my life, because in terms of confidence and everything, I just built them in Kotoko because of the likes of these legends, you know. So playing with this legend, the first day I was training with them, I was fun.
Starstruck, you're just looking at them.
They were just scoring me, because you know the feeling was, you know, was high. I don't even know what to even say. So after the training, you know, one of our defenders, Ivan Squaw, he just told me, Charlie, when you come here, even though we know we have been through what you are going through right now, so you need to be strong. You need to command us, even though we are your seniors, but we have to. I say every goalkeeper, we don't have. When we get to the field, we don't have any seniority. You need to, you know, instruct, because if I instruct them very well or arrange them very well, they can also be a great player in terms of the game. So they just, you know, gave me that such of motivation and stuff, and then I just pick it from there.
So, what are your strengths as a professional footballer? Making it such the professionals. What do you think are your strengths?
Okay, I can say 1, learning. 2, hard work, and then 3, being myself. You know, in this football career, if you don't believe yourself, no matter the training that you go through, you can't succeed, because after the training, you need to get that self-belief that you can do it. And when you have this self-belief, and at the same time you learn, you just, when you learn, you transfer the learning into the hard work. That means training. You just send it into the training, and then from then, you be yourself, and then you need to deliver. Joba always tell me, training is like, you know, preparing the food. So when you come to the field, maybe official game, that's the time you are coming to sell your food, and every seller is happy when people are coming to buy his food or her food. So when you get to the field and then you see the supporters, the supporters are there to come and sell your food. So you need to be proud seeing them. So always I just put that in mind. When I see a lot of crowd, that is the time I just feel like giving my all, you know, for them to know that Danlad is in.
Danlad, you mentioned that you were a foot player when you started your football career. What position were you playing then?
I was a right back. I was playing right back.
Wow. How was it like playing in that position and then eventually being turned into a goalkeeper? How was that switch like?
It wasn't easy. But as I already said, you know, I will give credit to the late Ngorabu because of the things he just told me. Because if it's not that his words, I would not even have been like Danlad right now. And my early brother he was playing for Fiorentina. That is called Amidou Salifu. So the passion in football, you know, even play as being a field player, or like apart from the goalkeeping, the field playing aspect, you know, it was in me, because he always tell me that it's hard for goalkeepers, you know, to be sold outside, but for the field play, it's easy. So I was not having that mentality that or that mindset that I need to play. But Chairman just told me that time Asante Antwi was our senior. He was playing for Alakoso, and he was being selected to the Red Bull Academy. So I was following his footsteps. You know, I was also wanted to join his footsteps. I wanted to even also move to try my possible best to get selected to join him in the academy. You know, so he just told me, Danlad, I think there is not maybe being rude, but he was using these words to encourage me. He once told me, do you know you are better than Asante Antwi? Then I said, wow, playing for under 14 or under 12, and my senior is in academy traveling Australia, winning man of best goalkeeper abroad. You said I'm good than him. He said yes. Then he gave me some reasons. He told me Asante Antwi went there and then get a much experience, and let me say he was they just teach him a lot of things in terms of goalkeeping. But for me, no one just taught me anything. It's real talent. So he just feel that when I get that opportunity that I have get or have gotten, I'll be more experienced or more good than Asante. So that inspires me a lot to work very harder. And from then he just sent me to one of our former goalkeepers in Sunyani called Alhaji Musa, and then Ansa, Mr. Ansa, and then Bundi. They were the top class goalkeepers in Sunyani, and they always trained on one of the school pitches in Sunyani. So just send me there. Told them I want this guy to come here so that you just train him. So I just got the basics too early.
Wow.
Without gloves, I was joined, and then maybe when they kick 10 balls to the seniors, they'll give me maybe 4 or 5.
Okay.
Gradually. So I just got the basics so early.
Wow. You talking to you, there's something that keeps running across. Confidence.
Yeah.
You're a very confident guy. Now I'll tell you a story. In Mauritania, during the U20 AFCON, Danlad did something during the penalty shootouts against Cameroon. When he was going into the post, he signaled the technical team and told them to meet him at this side for celebration. That was before the kick. Now, Danlad went into the post, he saved the ball and qualified Ghana to the finals. Danlad, you're a very confident guy.
Thank you.
Where do you get that confidence from?
I would say where I grew up, because a Zongo boy, we always say, every Zongo boy or every Zongo people, have that courage. Even if the person is a lady, you have that courage and confidence as well. And then, because of my early brother was a professional, I get that as an advantage. When he comes back home and they are playing that special, games in Sunyani. That time, Sadek Adams was playing for Atletico Madrid. We were having a lot of professionals in Sunyani, Afriyie, and then being small boy. Whenever maybe 5 minutes or 10 minutes to the end of the game, they will just bring me on to play. So always when I'm playing with my colleagues, I just tell myself that I've been playing with Sadek Adams, who plays in Atletico Madrid, Afriyie, and when they shoot, I'm able to save some balls. Then one of my colleagues, I need to kill them all. So let me say I just got this confidence from home.
There's another thing about you. Everybody keeps saying Danlad or luck, Danlad or good luck, Danlad or luck. Where does that good luck comes from?
Without hard work, without learning, the luck will never come. I normally don't believe in luck. I believe in preparing yourself very well. Anytime I'm playing a game, let me say this is my secret in my football career. Anytime I'm playing a game, I try my possible best to learn or to I don't know how to put it, like to do some research about my opponents, especially the attacking third of the opponent and then the second third of the opponent.
Wow.
So when most of the time our highlights, definitely you get goal scoring opportunities against and also for the opponent. So I always study the against the opponent for the opponent, so that I will know how they play their games or where they score their goals from. So we have a team who normally score their goals from crossings.
Yeah.
We have players who are very talented, they can shoot from behind. Yeah. So I will try my possible to learn all these things. Okay, this number 8, or this kind of person, this is how he plays. Yeah. Whenever they are attacking, this is how he moves. This is how like they always give that penetrating passes. So how can I stop them? So that week I'll try my possible to discuss something with my goalkeepers trainer. Yeah. Normally I won't tell my goalkeepers trainer I've just done some research, but I'll just tell him I wish I would have this kind of training this week for me to prepare myself towards the game. And every goalkeepers trainer or every coach understand that. So the moment I will tell you that out, and then that week I have to be focused, to get things right in training. At the same time to create competition for myself, because 90 minutes is not easy. We train the whole week because of 90 minutes. 90 minutes can make you a hero. The same 90 minutes can disgrace you. So I always prepare for my 90 minutes. So I just always do my research. In terms of even penalty shoot, I don't want to go there because I know maybe you asked about that. I always try. Yes, I always try to do a lot of research about my opponent so that I'll be ready for them. Yeah. So always, and when you are ready for your opponent, definitely when you get a little of luck, that means you are okay.
Yeah. So to the penalty shootouts, you are one of our best goalkeepers when it comes to penalty shootouts. You've demonstrated that at the U20 level, even at the U17 level. Take us through the mind of a goalkeeper doing shootouts. What goes through your mind? That particular moment when you are in the post and the player is in front of you, what goes through your mind?
For me, always I have a target, for myself in terms of every aspect of the game, in terms of penalty shootouts. Because as a goalkeeper, you need to save some to help the team. Yeah. Maybe I have a trust or I have a belief that all my players can score. What can I also do to help the team? Yeah. I need to save 1 or 2 to give my colleagues the confidence, to score or to win the game. The same research that I'm saying, I'm speaking of, I always try and read my opponents, who are their best kickers and where do they normally kick their penalty, or where do they choose their direction in terms of penalty shootout. So the moment, maybe for instance, you see our game against Nigeria, the moment their final team came, I just went to the website and downloaded their final squad. Okay. I just said their in terms of their attacking, their strikers and their wingers. Yeah. I set them one by one on YouTube to know how they play. At the same time, where they kick their penalty shootouts. So in Nigeria, the first penalty kick, it's really pained because I asked for that striker. He was playing for I think Rivers United. Yeah, yeah. I watched a lot of his penalty, and then he always chooses his right. So the moment I know you put it on your right, I need to deceive you before the kick. Yeah. So I'll intentionally, as if I'm moving to my right, then I'll go fully to my left. Okay. So in terms of penalty shootout, you need to also learn a lot because once in the Black Stars camp, I just asked you about how he always score his penalty, and I told him I don't want to disclose it here because I told him where normally he just plays his penalty. And he said, "Wow, how did I?" And then I said, "I always read when he's playing penalty kicks, I read how he balances himself and then plays the ball." Yeah. And he told me, "Yes, that is how Europe they always do it." In terms of let me say, their goalkeepers trainer, or they have, as for them, they have departments. Yes. The one who is in charge in helping the goalkeepers in that. So they will call the goalkeeper. Okay, we are playing against maybe Hearts of Folk. Afriyie Barnieh is their penalty kicker. Maybe Fatal is their second kicker. So they will just go out and bring Fatal's penalty kick or Afriyie penalty from maybe 5 years back. So normally they will just note that maybe he will, to his right, he kick maybe 5, maybe you have played totally maybe 20. You have played 15 on the right, 5 on the left. That means
they're more likely to go to the right.
Yes, to the right. And then maybe when he misses the left, the next game he will go to the right. Yes. So when you learn all these things and then you are facing your opponent, normally you have some clue on or an idea going in. So our game against Cameroon, the last minute that I saved, I know I just read that guy and I know that is where he always prefer, kicking the ball to. So that is why I just signal the technical team that they should meet me at that side.
Was a very interesting thing.
So it's all about learning, the movement. This is our job. We don't have nothing else. So even though most of the times I'm often I like going on social media, doing my life to make myself happy, to make my fans happy, sometimes to get them to also hear their thought about me, so that it can help me in life. In terms of online, I always learn. When I go to YouTube, I try my possible best to learn a lot from the senior goalkeepers, the legends and stuff, so that because I need consistency. As a national asset, you always need consistency. You need to be there always. You need to be professional. So I always learn a lot.
At a very young age, Danlad, you are the goalkeeper of Ghana's biggest football club, Asante Kotoko. How does that make you feel?
It's a great feeling. Most of the time, maybe, let me say, when you are in town or roaming in town, then people will be, calling your name Danlad. It's all because of Kotoko and the national team. Playing for a bigger, and let me put it this way. I get the opportunity to train with them in the early stage, and then at the same time train with the senior, or let me say the legends of the team. And then I just got a lot of advices from them, especially from Stephen Odro. He just advised me a lot about this club. Hey Dan, if you want to be a legend as I am here, you need to avoid this. You need to do this. Don't roam unnecessarily. Always be yourself, so that whenever you go out, people will just see a new Danlad or a new face. So being, listening to this all stuff about advices, definitely you need to pick things and then gather things so that you can be. Because I have a lot of targets or aim in my football career, and I always want to be the best. So or among the best, let me put it that way. So I learn, and I try my possible best that I will never disgrace myself in this big club. Big clubs, they always need results. So you need to always work hard. So let me say I've get a lot of advices from the legends in the team, the players in the team. So, and then also training with the big goalkeepers in Ghana, because Enesoa was once in the Black Stars team, best in the CAF Champions League with Bekum Chelsea. Felix Annan, Amwako, goalkeeping. In terms of Kotoko, he have captained the team. So being with these great goalkeepers, definitely I always want to make them feel proud. Whenever they see me or they see my progression, I want them to also feel something that they have more impact in my career. So I don't want to disgrace them as well.
You've mentioned a couple of names. Who are the people you look up to in the world of football?
A lot of goalkeepers. In our goalkeeping department, we have a lot of things. If you want to be a complete goalkeeper, you don't need to be in one way. In terms of I watch De Gea, how he always saves a lot of balls or situation with his legs, because he's very good in that. How do he moves to a ball when he wants to use his leg? How and Manuel Neuer, how he's composed in the post. He don't rush. How he possesses, how he plays as a sweeper. And in my recent play, I feel that I'm just I always learn a lot, or I just bring these things in the game situations. In terms of kicks, Felix Annan was the best in kicking in terms of Ghana. So when I was with him, I always go to him. How do I kick? How should I position myself? How should I swing my leg? Everything. And also I watch Itukuni of South Africa. He's also very good in kicks, diving. So Alisson Becker, how he don't dive unnecessarily. Sorry to use that word. He always uses steps. So there is a lot of situations you don't need to dive. You need to use your steps. Pick forward. Maybe when to dive. He's a very good diver. When to dive and everything. So I watch a lot of goalkeepers locally, and then in the foreign-based teams too. I watch a lot of goalkeepers as well.
So, what particular game will you describe as the toughest match you've ever played in?
I can say, and then I also had a very good game. It's under 17 time a game against Mali in the finals at the AFCON. We lost one, but I really had a good game, and because even coach said the Malians played against me because I did a lot of saves, and I helped my team even to concede only one goal in the whole tournament. You know, in the under 17 level. So I can say that was my toughest game in my career.
Now, you have a special bond with Afriyie Barnieh of Accra Suffolk. You played with him in the U20, and you guys have a very wonderful relationship. Tell us how you guys became friends, and then that bond between the two of us. Explain that bond to us.
I like Afriyie because he's a guy who respects me a lot. Most of the time, he respects my decisions as well. In my career, as I earlier said, I always want to help people, to put smiles on people's face, you know. So the moment I see a player, or no matter your position, I try my possible best to advise you professionally, you know, how you do things. And once I saw Afriyie, we met at under 23, that the previous edition. He just came in for a Justify, and then I saw him. So and then he came back to Kotoko as well. Okay. So when he came to under 23, we just had small conversation, and then we talked. And we came back to Kotoko. Okay. He played with us, and the moment maybe I tell Afriyie, Charlie, don't move this way, try and move this way. So he just get to know that I'm helping him a lot. So he always call me, bro, did you watch our game? How was my game? Okay, you know. So that's maximum respect that the guy have given to me. I don't need to, you know, disappoint him. You know, that means he knows the advice that I'm giving to him. It have also made him a better player today. So even when we are home and we are not even playing, he always call me to check up. I have a good relationship with his mother. He also have the same relationship with my mom, you know. And whenever me too, I'm going through a lot, or maybe some pride is coming in, like setting in, he also prompt me, Charlie, you are doing this, you need to change to this side. So you won't get a good friend, you know. Always you always tell yourself the truth. Whenever you need to tell him that this is the right thing, this is the wrong thing. So that is why I always like Afriyie Barnieh a lot, because he always give me the maximum respect, and I also know due to my advices or the direction that I always direct him to, know, that is how he's making him today. So I'm very proud always getting closer to him.
Wow, that's great. So ahead of Hearts Kotoko games, take us through a typical conversation between you and Afriyie.
Yes.
Ahead of a game between Asante Kotoko and Hearts of Folk.
As a human being, I don't normally speak to him when we are playing games. Maybe if we speak maybe 3 days before the game, you know, I can call him, Charlie, this game you can't score me, so be ready, you know. I want to say some, because we need to, you know, be like a professional. You know, I'm playing for Kotoko. When maybe I mess up and then Afriyie maybe gain his things, he won't come and give his money to me.
That's true.
He will never give his history to me. So we need to create that respect to our job, you know. So when we are meeting, we try even to, you know, do things that will motivate us more to, you know, to show Ghanaians that these two guys, you know, they are professionals, and they are on the top, like top notch, you know. So always we try to create, even after when we are in the same team, in the national team, Master, maybe I'll keep clean. So what are you also doing? They will say, me too, I will score, you know. Okay, then if you don't score, you give me 100 cedis. So we just do these things to, you know, to just give us that improvement, you know, in our football career.
Interesting. Okay, so as a person, you've had difficult moments in life. How do you deal with such moments when they come up?
It's normal, you know, because of the learning that I always do. You know, once a time, Neymar said, even Neymar, they criticize them. So no matter what, football is ups and downs. But as a professional, you don't need to be down for a long while before you rise up. So whenever sad moments come, for that particular day, sometimes when even I lose a game, I can't even sleep, you know. I'll be thinking, you know, how did this happen? What should I do, or what could have done better to even change this result? So the moment I'll be thinking, then I'll send it into prayer, you know, to pray to God that this stuff, even though it's part of life, but I wish it will be lesser than my happiness. So the moment I go into, you know, bad situations, I try my best to sit back and, you know, record things. You know, sometimes there are bad things, the outcome will be yourself, you know. So you need to go back or sit back, just you think about it. How did this happen? So that you can, even if it's about things that you need to correct, you correct. If it's thing that is beyond you, you leave it to God and you pray over it. And when it's more beyond, then I call my mom, Mom, Charlie, things are, messing up, so I need your prayers, and I know you don't want your child to go into this, so please, you need to up your prayers for me. So I think that is my highest limit to come, because I don't need to also stress my mom as well. So when it go beyond me, I'll just call him for advice, and also sometimes my dad, by now my dad is no more, so I just call my mom, and then listen to a lot of advices as well.
So you got opportunity to be in camp with the Black Stars. Tell us about that experience, and what did you learn from the Black Stars camp?
Charlie, I always pray that every player will get the opportunity to join the Black Stars team, even the national team. But Black Stars is a higher level, and you meet a lot of professional, like a great players. Let me put it that way, a great players. Being the same pitch with the Charlie is not easy. Premiership players.
So were there nervous moments? And
you know how I am. I'm a guy. I always want to prove myself.
Yes.
So when the moment I just go there, I try my possible best to get closer to them more, so that because the moment you distance yourself from them, it will make you lose a lot of things from them. So when you get more closer, even at training, when you do a lot of errors, they will just they can call you to tell you a lot of things about it. So me being there, I was very happy, and I was very proud of myself as well. Playing with the Jordan, Kudus. Even though Kudus I've played with him at the under-17, but now life has changed. Yes, he's now a big star. So when playing with him, most of the time I go to him, Charlie, I won't let you score me. The same challenge, I want to, because it's my aim to play at the highest level as well. So if I get this opportunity, I need to practice it here. So when I get there, it will be easy for me. So it was a great feeling, vibing with this top stars, and I can tell you they are not rude. Maybe when you are maybe off the pitch, or you are not too close to them, you think, Charlie, these guys, they are rude, they are too no. But when you get more closer to them, you know how soft they are. They are soft-hearted. Very funny. They crack jokes. When Amate Pate gets you, maybe you even go closer to him, because he will tease you like too much. Maybe you even get frustrated. But that is how camp is. Sometimes you do this to release tension and stuff. And I urge every player, every Ghanaian player, to work very hard to get himself a call up in the Black Stars. And I promise the person he will really enjoy it, and he will even know that even though you are playing for a professional team in Europe and you have not been in the Black Stars, I pray that you come and know how the pressure over there, how they revive, and how things also goes on well there.
Okay. So back to the local scene. Aside your teammates in Asante Kotoko, who are some of the players you admire in the local league?
Yeah, a lot. For instance, let me say, we have just a lot of them have just moved out. But let me say, currently, Yusuf Mubarak, Christopher Nati, Agadas, our captain, Amankona too is there. We have a lot. Charlie. I think by next Neymar, yes, Isaac Alpon is also there. Let me say, some few years to come, they will see a new Kotoko.
Wow.
Yeah.
You won the league with Asante Kotoko, right? Tell us what you think are the most important things that a team needs in order to win a championship or a league.
Yeah. One, we need to be united as a team. Most of the time, we talk about the unity aspect. We always prefer it for the playing body only, but no. Unity goes beyond playing body. Most of the times, when you have a good relationship with the technical team, when you have any problems or even changing of information, changing of players, you can just go to them, talk to them. Maybe I prefer this guy. Maybe you can go to coach. This game, I think I can play. Or this kind of football is for, or this kind of match is for this guy. Let him go in. So a lot. So when you have that unity, that bond in the team, you always be successful. At the same time, when honest is in the team, sometimes football is not like always football, or the position of playing won't go like in your direction or in your way. So whenever it comes another way, you need to stay focused. In all my life in Kotoko, people will just say I've been struggling, but for me, no. I was learning a lot. Me without playing, when I go to training grounds is my playing grounds, you know. I say like that is my match situation over there. So I try my possible. As a professional, you need to always be ready. You need to, you know, Liverpool last 2 years, Rudiger, he was not playing. Origi was not playing. But the moment he comes in, he will deliver. That is how a professional player you have to be.
You played, like I said earlier, you played in the U17 team. You played in the U20, U23. You played with Black Galaxies, Black Stars. Danlad, what's special about you? What's so special about you? You are one of a kind. You've played in all the national teams, run through. What's so special about you?
I always work very hard, and then you know, I have my targets. I've not even reached even half of it, you know. When I started under 17, I have my diary, you know. I always write things that I have to do. Even at the under 17 level, I have my personal achievements and then as a group achievement. What are personal achievements? As a goalkeeper, you need to win. Maybe you need to win. Let me say overall best goalkeeper. And then in the that topic overall best goalkeeper, it involves a lot. How can you win the best goalkeeper of the tournament? You need to keep a lot of clean sheets. You need to save your team. You need to be a team player as well. So in that aspect, you know, you have a lot of things that you have to understand, or you need to work hard over there. And at the same time, after getting this overall best goalkeeper, definitely the group achievement too. So and then the last thing is about professionalism. I always need to be a consistent goalkeeper, a dependable goalkeeper, or a dependable player, you know, because when you are a dependable, always people count on you. I always want even my players to feel my presence whenever I'm behind them, you know. So being such a goalkeeper, you are always great, you know. Manuel Neuer, that is how it's making him great. So if you are a kind of person who work hard and also believe in yourself and learn a lot to make your players feel your presence, your technical team have a trust in you, that you will be a good. So let me say that is my secret. I have a lot of targets for myself because I just told myself I need to play all these national teams at the same time, also play outside Ghana, you know, even a top flight team in Europe, you know, those stuff. So I try my best to learn a lot, to go by things that will help me to achieve all these things. And then because I just won the overall best goalkeeper at under 17 level at Gabon, under 20 Wafu, I won the overall best goalkeeper. Under 20 Mauritania, I won the best goalkeeper. So it's now Meteors and then Galaxies. I wish if I'm available or I've been selected, I have to achieve these two so that I can fulfill that national. In terms of under the unders, I'll just succeed those stuff over there.
From Alakoso to the very top. Danlad, what advice do you have for the young ones coming up?
The only thing I would just say is all about the honesty. You know, I've been playing the national team for a while, and most of the time you get players, they always believe in juju and stuff. But I'm a kind of person, when you believe in yourself and you pray, even in prayers, if you don't believe in your prayers, that means it won't work. So I believe in, you know, being honest to yourself. When you are honest to yourself, there are a lot of things. You will see a kind of player, he's doing a lot of errors, but he will rather tell you, I don't know what I've done. Like, coach, you know, that means you are not honest. You can't go higher. They should use their phone wisely or the internet wisely. They should try their possible best to get their role models, not one, not two. Try and, you know, go to YouTube. Even if you spend 24 hours on social media, use only 1 hour to learn every day. Learn a lot of things. Learn a lot of things about your game, about your position, and I think you can be the best in the world as well.
So when I say Asante Kotoko, say yeah, what will you say?
Yeah, Asante Kotoko, yeah, Asante Kotoko, yeah.
Danlad, it's been a beautiful moment with you.
Thank you so much.
All the best.
Thank you so much.